Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy. Alright, before we enter that cave there, let's just take one last look at our current list of items. Oop, wrong button, went too far. Equipment, and all that fun stuff. And let's take a look at our status. See, okay, we're quite a ways from our next level, so yeah. But we do have our third hit with Luke there, so that'll definitely help us out. So it is officially time to enter what is probably the most notorious, probably the most infamous dungeon in the game. The Ice Cave. If you have heard anything about Final Fantasy I, whether you've played it or not, beyond obviously the Black Mage sprite being used later on for another particular character in a future Final Fantasy, as far as dungeons go, this one, along with the Marsh Cave, would probably be the two most notorious that you've heard about. This one, very much more. Just simply because there are, of all the enemies you can run into in here, only 4 of them don't have some way to instantly kill you or paralyze you, or petrify you. And one of them has an ice attack that could make very quick work of your entire party. And I did check to refresh my memory exactly what the flame equipment does. And okay, so the flame armor / flame shield protects against ice attacks. So yeah, just wanted to make sure I remembered that. So yeah. So at least Mark's protected from that at least, but the other 3, not so much. So yeah. Just from the reason why this place is so difficult is simply because of aside from that stuff on Mark there, the fire equipment, we really don't have anything special to really protect us beyond our spells. As far as the elements go, at least we've got some way to protect against ice attacks, fire and thunder as well, but everything else is pretty much free game on us. So yeah, this is. I'm going to say this is going to be a journey, but it always is, no matter what, so yeah. Alright, so I'm actually going to leave this battle in, just simply because this could very well be our first chance to finally start killing the cockatrices. We've got a group of mummies here, which means we could potentially take out all the cockatrices, and if we do, without anybody getting petrified, we can just finish off the battle that way. So yeah, because the mummies are indeed a good experience, so yeah, if you recall. Alright, just to go over it again, the cockatrices, if I haven't before, 50 HP, 2 attack, 4 defense, 24 magic defense, no weaknesses. They are resistant to earth attacks, obviously, while they're a flying creature, so it makes sense. And obviously they can petrify you, so yeah. And the mummies can paralyze you, or put you to sleep anyway, so let's see if we can take them out. Obviously our goal right here, first and foremost, is to diminish their number. So yeah. Oh, and there we go. Alright, so I guess we're going to be running from this battle. We'll get rid of the cockatrices as best we can, and have John run here. Since we can't use the soft in battle. Because yeah, eventually we will get equipment that will allow us to protect against things like petrification. So yeah, this is just one of those areas in our development throughout the game where, yeah, it's kind of a weak point, if you will. A weakest link, I guess you could say. We are the least amount of prepared for this place. But whereas, well, again, you could go to that other place I mentioned before we went into the. Just gonna take out the other 2 mummies here. Into that other place that I showed you before we went to the Gurgu volcano, and that could definitely help out as far as healing goes. But yeah, just. Again, that just really takes the edge off. I mean, you get some pretty pretty good equipment out of there too, but still, don't think there's anything there that really protects against death, if my memory serves. But yeah. All right, got Mark back. Let's get him back in the lead. And we haven't even left the first floor of this place, and somebody already had to be revived. All right, for Luke, let's get the cures out. We're likely going to need all 99 potions that we picked up from the item shop again, so yeah. Yeah, Mark. And Matt, and I think we are... Well, we can get one more in there, I guess. Now, I'm actually going to try and hold on to as many life spells, and to be honest, all these spells of John's, yeah, they are going to be not going to be used for healing, unless for some reason I can't think of, which means we are already dipping into our heal potions. So, yeah. Alright, so I think we're all healed up as best we can, and let's continue on. Another battle, another soft. Alright. And we are still... Oh, no, John needs some healing. There we go. This feels like it's going to be a long journey. For good reason, too. And not just because of the encounters, but anyways. Alright, this place, we need to go to the southwest. Doesn't matter which way you take, just head towards the southwest. Alrighty, here's one new enemy, the Wraith. The Wraith has 114 HP, 80 attack, so no slouch in that department. It only hits once though, so don't have to worry. No, they can paralyze you with their physical attack, but again, they only hit once, so not too bad an issue. But they are the strongest ones, so I'd probably say take them out first. They're almost twice as strong as the images, and the images have, well, yeah, have about 3/4 of the HP. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, the Wraith, 114 HP, 80 attack, 12 defense, 67 magic defense, weak to fire and harm, obviously, and resistant to everything else that the undead are, like statuses, poison elemental stuff, death, ice, earth, that kind of stuff. And they can paralyze you. So, alright, let's go after the Wraiths. I'm actually probably going to... Do I want to use a harm one? Feels... Well, let's go with that. Go with that. And... On a harm or a harm 2? It's one of those things where it's like, if I choose wrong, it could very well spell the end of our journey. But, let's go for harm 2. Hope we don't get too many more of these types of encounters. Yeah, I guess that harm 2 would probably be a good call, because the images have 80 HP, so yeah, the harm 1 spell wouldn't be enough to take any of them out in one shot, really, so yeah. I feel like that was probably a wise choice in this situation. Alright, let's try to take out the rest of the Wraiths, and yeah, have John go after the last image there. Yeah, I think this is the first floor we get where we could be put in a world of hurt rather soon, rather quickly. Well, the first of the floors, anyway. There's only 3 floors in this place, but, you know, the way it's laid out, you'll understand why I was so emphatic about wanting the exit spell from Crescent Lake. But there we go. Yeah, that's another reason that makes this place so so daunting. So yeah, let's heal up. Mark, Luke, that's fine, and John's fine. All right. Oh, Well, well, well. The rare. I believe this is the rarest encounter for random battles. The Frost Dragon. This thing cannot petrify us, nor can it inflict instant death on us. Although, based on how much damage its ice breath can do, one might pull that into question about not being able to one-shot us. So yeah, its breath attack hits all of us. It's ice elemental, so yeah, it's gonna be... I don't think I've ever actually looked up the actual strength of it, but considering ice is generally the stronger of all the elements, yeah, it can do a lot of damage. So let's just send these three after it, and hopefully we can get the anti-ice spell up before it starts blasting us with its ice breath. Or we can take it out first. That would even be equally good. Well, even better, because... Alright, there we go. Phew. So yeah. Even with anti-ice, it can still do quite a bit of damage to us. But we got out of there safe and sound. Alright. This is also the dungeon where, if you're like me and you like to keep everybody's levels the same, experience levels the same, this is probably the first area of the game that seriously tests your mettle with that. So, yeah. Alright, so 3 treasure chests here. Now, see those circles scattered around the floor? Yeah, if you touch those, they're literally holes in the floor, so you fall down to another floor. So, in this case, I'm actually going to go for the top left one first, and then we'll... well, we can't get to the one in the center, so I guess we'll work our way around and figure out how we can hopefully get that center chest. So, let's see what's inside. Just a couple of wraiths there. Just took them out with physical attacks. No spells needed. Alright, in this chest we get the Flame Sword. This is not quite as strong as the Ice Sword, but it is indeed better than the Silver Axe. So, yeah. Yeah, so we'll be giving that to Mark. Let's get the giant sword ready to be sold. And unfortunately, Matt cannot equip it, so yeah. There we go. And I guess we'll get rid of the Silver Axe as well, because the Flame Sword is actually stronger in physical, actual raw attack power than the axe is as well, so yeah. So that was what, a 44? What was the Silver Axe again? Yeah, 43. So it's lighter and it does more damage, so yeah. There we go. Let's work our way around to the other chest type. Alright, there's another decent-sized group of images and wraiths, and I actually ended up just using a Fire 3 spell. I realized, yeah, I forgot I had those, but yeah. And I realized at the end of the battle that I didn't actually go into exactly what the Frost Dragon is all about. The Frost Dragon has 200 HP, 106 attack. It only hits once, but yeah. Obviously, its physical attack is not what you really need to be worried about in that fight, but yeah, 8 defense, 98 magic defense, so a significantly high magic defense. Weak to fire and thunder, so yeah, there's 2 options there for you. And resistant to poison, element, ice, and earth, obviously, and obviously it's got the that one spell, that one breath attack that I was worried about and caused me to forget to actually go into that stuff, so yeah. Not a lot of HP, but man, does it ever do a lot of damage, so yeah. Alright. The first serious test. We get a mage. And yeah. You're lucky if the first thing it doesn't cast is Rub, which is instant death. Obviously, Mark didn't survive that. The bright side is you can actually run from this battle. There goes life spell number 1. And that's going to be a lot of heal potions. Or rather, do I want to use the Cure 3? I feel like keeping the Fire 3 is probably going to be a bit more important right now. So let's heal up. You know, before I forget to do it, let's grab the chest first. The chest contains a cloth. Yeah, we risked Mark's life for that. And that rub spell is not the only thing that mage can do. So yeah, the mage has 105 HP, 52 attack, 40 defense, 170 magic defense. So basically, any magic you send at it is going to have its damage reduced by about 3/4. So yeah, no weaknesses, no resistances, but it can cast death. Well, obviously rub. It can cast, I believe, fire 3, lightning. Yeah, is it fire 3, fire 2? I think it actually is fire 3. I think it might actually be lightning 3 as well. It can poison you, it can slow you, and it can also paralyze you. So, probably one of the most deadly creatures in here. And I really don't ever want to have to deal with them when we are not protected against it with at least death in any of that case. But yeah. It'd be great if we had protected against all those elements too, but we are not. Only Mark has any protection against that stuff, so anybody else need to be healed? No. Alright. I'm killing time here. Alright, we got the cloth, just to confirm. Alright, so we can't get that out of the chest, so I guess we just gotta drop into a hole. Doesn't matter which one you follow into, you end up right here. Now, right in front of us is another test. That fixed encounter generally has a very large number of undead in it. I think it can go as low as 4 or 5, but it can indeed go all the way up to 9, which I just encountered there. There's a group of Geists, Images, and Wraiths. I got lucky out of that because I did not go after the Geists first. However, I did have Luke use his last Fire 3 spell just to help to get through there as unscathed as we could, and he's out of those, so yeah, we got to take that into consideration heading forward, so yeah. But we got out of there. We're still a ways away from the level. Alright, so there is treasure on this floor, so let's go get it. And yeah, like the lava in the Gurgu volcano, this stuff hurts you as well. So the same amount, 1 HP per tile. So yeah, but it does keep you out of random encounters, so... Just like the Gurgu volcano, in some cases, that's actually a good thing. Especially in this place. Alright. Got a fixed encounter with the Frost Dragon. Alright, so I ended up fighting 2 Frost Dragons in that battle. Managed to get the anti-ice up rather quickly, so yeah, both of them got the blizzard attacks off, their ice attacks off, but still did quite a bit of damage. I think it was like usually around 40 to 50 damage per hit per party member there, so yeah. But we made it out of there. So far. Still in one piece, so far. We are running low on heals. Wait, what are we looking for in here? We're looking for the floater. I hope they weren't pulling our leg. Whatever the floater even is. Yeah. We got 62 left. Alright, what's in here? We get the ice armor. So yeah. Let's give that to Mark. Now he is protected against both ice and fire. So yeah. And I am not going to be selling that flame armor. So yeah. And then over here, get a silver gauntlets. That we will be selling. Or who knows, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, so yeah. To get out of here, we gotta fight the 1 or 2 Frost Dragons again. Woo! Game took it easy on us that time. We got the first strike, so yeah, took it out in the first round. Alright, let's keep going. Enjoy the small blessings, and that's not a small blessing, but still. We're not out of here yet. That was just one lone mage again, which I decided to run from. So down here. Ooh, lots of treasure. 7,900. 9,900 gold. 5450. 5,000, and we've got a fixed encounter with some frost wolves. You might have run into these while we were grinding on the Power Peninsula, but we have never actually shown them on screen, I don't think, or at least gone over their details. So the frost wolves here, 92 HP, 50 attack, 0 defense, 28 magic defense, weak to fire, resistant to ice, and they too have their own AoE fire attack, or not fire, ice attack, which can do quite a bit of damage in enough numbers. So yeah, I believe it's only like maybe an ice 2, but maybe a strong ice 1 spell as well in that regard. But yeah, so let's just try to yeah, there and there. Try to take out at least 2 of them. Okay, we've got a good hit in. I forgot he was doing 3 hits. Oh well. Rather be certain to get at least 2 of them off the field than miss out and either. And there. Okay. Yeah, 76. Yeah, so it's basically like halfway between an Ice 1 and Ice 2 spell. Or maybe just a strong Ice 1 spell that's AoE. But we got out of there. And we got 180 gold and 12,350 gold. Lots of gold in here. Surprised it wasn't guarded by a dragon, but don't speak too soon. Anyways. Alright. We're almost halfway through our heals already. Where's this floater? One more to John. We got 50 to go. Oh, we're over 100 grand gold again. Let's get out of here. Well, I can officially confirm that it is indeed the mages that use, or the mages use Fire 3 and Lit 3 there. Yeah. That is a pretty big yes. Oh, I did a lot of damage. Doing a lot of damage to our heal potions too. Hopefully we don't run into too many more of those types of battles. There was 2 mages that time, so yeah. The one of them got the rub on Mark there, and then the other was the Lit 3 spell. So yeah. And so many. I mean, at least it's a flat 30, unlike the remakes, where it's like basically as strong as a Cure 1 spell, and as random as it is as well. Down to 20 heal potions. Are we gonna make it? I guess maybe we'll find it. Gotta get Mark back in the lead. Let's keep going. Pressing forward. Could be a longer episode, but I want to get through here. 2 more frost dragons. I don't ever remember running into them that often outside of fixed encounters in here. I just ran for the battle. Not worth the effort. I did use the anti-ice spell, though, just in case, with John there. We only got 1 left, though, so yeah, hopefully that's enough. On the bright side, they weren't mages, so no rub spell. We haven't even run into the other one. Yeah, I think I probably shouldn't have said anything about that. Got a heal potion there. A much needed heal potion. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. It's only 1, but yeah. 10,000 gold. Nice. Let's see, birth. Alright, let's check. We're down to 3 more enemies we have not encountered in here. 2 of them have a lot of HP and hit hard. The 3rd one can kill you with its brain. Just a group of 6 wizards there. Obviously we can't run from them, but I did use a ruse spell with John there just to help mitigate any damage that he could potentially take, so yeah. The battle before that was just a bunch of wraiths. I ended up using a harm 1 spell in there. I just lined Mark, Luke, and Matt up on their own and then used John to use the harm 1 spell, and it seemed to work pretty well, so definitely a good way to go there, I guess. Alright, let's dig deeper even more into our heal potions there. Alright, what do we got here? 9,500 gold, a tent, and we get an ice shield. Just like the flip of this, it protects against fire magic, or fire elements, so yeah. Alright. Now, that staircase to the northeast, that's actually the exit. It might not be a bad idea to, if you're out of heal potions, it might not be a bad idea to head out and go back to town to pick up, to restock on items. And even then, you can maybe pick up another house or something like that, and yeah, just come back through here with a full stock of magic without having to go through the treasure. So, yeah. And ultimately, you're going to end up having to make your way back here and go through this hole. And we've got access to that central chest. You know what? Don't even bother, because this thing, amongst other things, can also instantly kill us. It can cast thunder magic as well, it can paralyze you, it can silence you, and it can inflict slow on you as well. So let's send them at it. And you know what? Let's see if mute works on them. So yeah, the eye here has 162 HP, 60 attack, 30 defense, 46 magic defense. No weaknesses. Hey, it's silence. Awesome. Makes this a lot more, much more manageable, but we took it out anyway. Resistant to earth because, well, for those familiar with the Dungeons and Dragons lore, that actually is designed after a beholder, which obviously is a floating creature, which obviously earth has no effect on. Earth attacks have no effect on, so yeah. And yeah, so there we go. So what was this thing guarding? The floater that we have heard tale of. So how do we get out of here? We've got to go through both of these floors all over again. Alright, let's deal with the undead again. Alright, that was a relatively small group of undead. There was only 4 of them. There was 1 image, 1 wraith, 1 spectre, and 1 geist. So, I ended up using a harm 1 spell anyway, just because, yeah, we're trying to get out of here alive, so. And we are getting really low on heal potions. Still. I think that's it. Alright. Well, we're past halfway to our next level, but we want to get out of here. If we get the level, great. If not, Garrus, as long as we get out of here alive in one piece. And here's another one of the creatures we did not run into. It's got the most HP in here, and is by far one of the most vanilla creatures in here. Well, it's probably the second most vanilla. Frost Giants, 336 HP, 120 attack. It's not the strongest thing in here. 16 defense, 75 magic defense, weak to fire, resistant to ice, and it has no special attacks, so yeah. Yeah, speaking of 336 HP, Mark almost did 300 damage in that last battle, but anyways, on one of the undead, so yeah, let's go after, you know what? Let's go there, and let's do this. Go back up to that parry, and there's the frost attack from the frost wolves. Ooh, that hurt John. But it is no more. But yeah, Frost Giant is not the strongest physically attacking creature in here. That goes to the other enemy that I mentioned has a lot of HP and does a lot of damage. Doesn't have anything else special about it, so yeah. Alright. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have to start rationing our heal potions? I think so. Oh boy. Alright. Rationing, here we go. Let's go. Now you know why I was so emphatic about wanting that exit spell. Alright, we made it to the stairs without running into another mage, but we can still run into them on this floor, so... Wait, no. This floor? No, we don't. Hey! We don't have to run into the mages anymore, and the other creature we could have run into that could kill us with his brain does not exist on this floor. Huzzah! I think we've officially made it out of here in one piece. And no sooner do I say that than the game reminds me, hey, yeah, you can still run into cockatrices here. Mark and John got hit with stone rather quickly in that battle, but used Luke's Lightning 2 spell. Unfortunately, it did not kill the mummies that were there as well, but it did get all the cockatrices in the one cast, so yeah, we are able to get out of there relatively well. Alright. Let's get everybody reorganized. And let's make a beeline for that exit, that staircase. Come on. Game. Threw 5 more cockatrices at me and mummies. And yeah, we actually got out of that battle without anybody getting petrified, which means we were actually able to finally take them out. So, yeah. But we made it! All 4 of us! Well, we had to use a few life spells along the way, and softs, but we made it! Huzzah! What do we got? Don't have any houses? Alright, I guess well, let's, just so I don't confuse myself. Yeah, let's just use as many tents as we need to. I only need to use 1. Alright, so we have successfully gone into and exited out of the ice cave with the floater, a mysterious rock. So I guess we'll have to go around and see exactly what this is used for. I think somebody said something about it levitating something. I don't know. I guess we'll go back, get a refresher of exactly what the lore is behind, the legend behind this is. Maybe myth. Hopefully not, because if it is a myth, then we just went in there for absolutely no reason. But we'll figure out what this thing does next time. This is Intrepid, well, hopefully anyway. This is Intrepid83 signing off. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like on your way. That really helps support the series here and the channel, and I humbly thank you for your support in that manner. And if you have not subscribed yet, why not head on over to the channel, see if there's anything there that can potentially earn your subscription. And if you have subscribed, or if you do subscribe, thank you so very much for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. But in any case, thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for spending some of your time here today. Take care, be blessed, and have a good one.